playoffs roll on. It's Game 3 of the Eastern Conference semifinals on EA Sports. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Seated next to Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Sixers coming into play. They held their ground in the first two games at their place. Now the test begins as they take the 2-0 lead on the road.
And you know, the first two games held the form, but now the series shifts. So this crowd is going to need to give them everything they can for an advantage. Even though this isn't a must-win, they need to play like it is because you don't want to be down 3-0.
To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. It was right there.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Jaylen Brown sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Horford to Jaylen Brown. Horford to Brown, down low. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Harden. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Curling inside. Boston secures the rebound. To Jaylen Brown. Horford to Jaylen Brown. Can't miss those. Harris. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Deep right corner. From the outside, no good. Harden in possession. Down just a couple. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden trying to take it to the basket, but his shot stays out. That's going to be out of bounds. There it is, Al Horford. Missed his first, that one goes.
Oh man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Shot from the lane won't go. Al Horford sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. Brown with it up top. 2-point advantage. To Horford. To Jaylen Brown. Shot misses there by Smart. Nothing going here on that drive. Danilo Gallinari with the block. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Danilo Gallinari. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Horford. To Jaylen Brown. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. James Harden. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Jaylen Brown. Nice pass to get things going.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Sixers have the basketball. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over you.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between 2 players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
To Horford. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Horford. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Harden in possession. 10-6 our score. Al Horford tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Horford. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
His first effort off the mark to Marcus Smart. Nothing going here on that drive. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Mike Scott swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Celtics have it. To Horford. Fires the 3. Not that time. Fires the 3. He was all over him. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. From long range. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Celtics have it. Horford to Griffin. Cleaning the offensive glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Al Horford snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Parker into the front court. His team up by 1. Short jump and a put-back slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Lays it up and in.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
The drive right to the basket. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
George Niang has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. To Griffin. Parker. To Horford. Griffin. To Horford. 4-3. Smooth part of his game. Al Horford drills the catch-and-shoot 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Horford. Here comes the screen. Horford. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Griffin. Parker. Horford. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Horford. Griffin. Horford. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Throws it down.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
P.J. Tucker, huge block. That's the end of one here in game number 3. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs on EA Sports. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast, and the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Knocked loose. Beyond the arc for 3. Second effort. Oh, Millsap. 3 for 3 in this first half.
He's so good down low. This 4-time All-Star really does a good job of utilizing that body to muscle through contact and finish with the best of them.
Parker to Cantor. Horford to Marcus Smart. Has a chance. Smart shot, no good. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Horford to Cantor. Can't connect from inside.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
To P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. P.J. Tucker is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 74% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Rebound taken by the Sixers. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
James Harden at the controls. Curling inside, flushes it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Brogdon. Not that time. Harden with the basketball. His team up by 7. To P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. P.J. Tucker is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Stuffs it down with authority.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Sixers control it. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
P.J. Tucker rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Millsap for 3. Smothering D. Brown into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Jason Tatum with a piece. Boston with the basketball. Tobias Harris pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Deep left corner. Jumper's good. And 2 points to the board.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harden down to 5 on the 24. Here's a chance from long range. Shakes free and hits.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
To Jaylen Brown. Tatum. That's off the side of the rim, short. Nothing going here on that drive. To Tobias Harris. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Harden. Now that's a contest. ball's controlled by Boston. Over to the right side. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Horford. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Tobias Harris, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Joel Embiid sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Time for some new personnel into the game. To Jaylen Brown. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Takes stock of the floor. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Fires the three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. And a putback slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
That's usually one that he'll knock down. Nothing going here on that drive. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Goes to the left side. To Brogdon. The pass set it all up.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Sixers have the basketball. to Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. Got it. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
On the shot clock for Philadelphia. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Celtics have it. To Cantor. Tatum. Snared by Embiid. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Cleans it up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Celtics have it. To Cantor. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Deep three at the buzzer. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The 76ers have their explosive offense to thank for the halftime lead. The way they play here today makes me think it's not going to stop in the upcoming half. I'm very impressed by their offense, and even better, their team chemistry. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
The Boston Celtics had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
gold.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Count the bucket for 2.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Horford. Now a steal by Philly.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And scores.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Horford. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Embiid. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Horford. Rocking the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Has a look. Shot misses there by Smart. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. Now 3 for 9.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Marcus Smart. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Brown with it up top. Trailing by 14. Joel Embiid sends it away. Ooh, 5 now. Philadelphia with the basketball.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Tobias Harris at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. To Jaylen Brown. To Cantor. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Enes Kanter at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Nothing going here on that drive. Tucker to Harden. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Harden. They need something to go down. It's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Sixers control it. Sizing up the defense. Pass taken away by the Celtics.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Tobias Harris. From long range. Offensive board. Embiid to P.J. Tucker. 4-3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris to Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. That's how you defend. Gets it in the right corner. To Marcus Smart. Goes to the right side. Tatum. And the reward, he's going to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Joel Embiid. 4 out of 10.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. To Marcus Smart. Brogdon. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Sixers have the basketball. Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Short jumper won't fall.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Marcus Smart. Parker. Terrific vision. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player, pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Knocked loose. Good look that time, but off the mark. To P.J. Tucker. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. To P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. The follow won't go either. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Embiid, good for 2.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him, make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Brogdon. Not going to have it this time.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lets it fly from long range. Smart is tough. He loves those kinds of shots.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
To P.J. Tucker. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. To Embiid. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a 3-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Embiid's free throw good. A 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. status right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Embiid. Deep left corner for three. No good. That's great defense. Embiid to Millsap. Here's a chance from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Griffin. Brogdon. Whoops, that won't go. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Brogdon. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Embiid to Millsap. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. And one. Embiid. Good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's shooting 71% so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. And a great start for the 76ers. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
To Jaylen Brown. Off the assist.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Harden. Shot clock winding down. Harden. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. To Jaylen Brown. Runner's good there.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Layup goes down. Well done.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Cantor. And it's Cantor looking good. 4 for 5.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Ah, the monster stuff.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Boston with the basketball. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Marcus Smart. And the basket good at the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot. To Millsap. Fires the 3. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Paul Millsap with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
From long range, that's good D. Shot no good. Deep right corner, down to Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Probably option 3 right there in the court, but every player is a threat. No excuse for that easy bucket.
Nothing going here on that drive. Marcus Smart.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Embiid. 4-3. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
James Harden, not looking pretty. 3 for 10. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He's a scorer and an elite passer.
And finishes strong.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
First try, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Brown into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Horford. He throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Horford. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Harden. Beyond the arc for three. He was all over him. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. Celtics have it. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Jaylen Brown. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Shot clock winding down. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Horford. And he's going to the free throw line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Danilo Gallinari. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 86% from the line. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Embiid. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Horford. Rises for the slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Embiid. Missed a wide-open look. Brown with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Tobias Harris swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. And there it is. We expected it. Foul number 6. He's gone.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Montrezl Harrell, a couple of free throws on the way. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Brown into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Marcus Smart slams it down.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and a putback slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Not that time. Nothing going here on that drive. Gallinari off the mark. To Harden. It's Tatum with the rebound. With the step back. Sixers call for time. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Harden. Off the iron. No good. Yes. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And if you have the ball in your hands on offense and you're that open and you see the defense sprinting at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shot to not hit you, brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and 1 every time.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Numbers not bad, could be better. 70% in this game. Embiid's free throw good. A 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. To Marcus Smart. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Millsap to Tobias Harris. Shot from the lane won't go. To Griffin. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. To Millsap. Oh, Millsap. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Lets it fly from long range. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Sixers control. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious. They've taken a commanding lead in this best-of-7 series. 3 games to none. 1 victory left. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers emerged victorious after a tight finish. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics must be devastated after such a close loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off night.
The 2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 3 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed
The
Cole and Jay Wood,
2023 NBA
this is Jalen
Playoffs
Rose
2-round Eastern
signing off.
Conference Game 3 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023. Game 3 Seed 3 Philadelphia 76ers Seed 2 Boston Celtics. The 2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 3 matchup will be coming up next. Game 3 Seed 5 New York Knicks Seed 8 Miami Heat.